Hey team, Ray here and here for Moto NZ. We're at Capital & Coast Harley Davidson down here in Wellington in Kaifara. That means we're picking up another Harley Davidson. Yes it does. You want to stick around for this one. This one's kind of exciting. Okay, so it's no secret that I'm not a Harley guy, but I do have a Harley in front of me. Harley by name or Harley by nature? That is the question. Okay, this is the Harley Davidson X500. I know nothing about it apart from the fact that it is learner approved. It's one of the two X series bikes. We've got the X500 and the X350. There's one of them over there somewhere. Let's take it for a ride and see what we think, eh?
Okay, swinging a leg over for the first time. Oh yeah, seating position's higher than I expected. Not overly high, but it is high. I've got heels flat on the ground. Clutch feels light. Brakes. Standard clunk into first gear. Let's oh, almost stalled it. Okay. Ooh. Exhaust sounds a little bit like a fart in a can. Mirrors are well out of whack. We have a speedo with a tiny little LED screen that might give us more information. We'll check that out later on. Conventional indicators, left, right, neutral, or cancel in the middle on the left hand bar. This is very normal, very not Harley Davidson. We've got a buzzy little engine. We've got a lot of vibration coming through everywhere, really. Seat is vibing under my bum. Mirrors are very blurry from the vibrations. It's quite river though. It reminds me of a bit of a dirt bike. We've got a button here to change trip meters, AB, time, revs, odometer, trip meters. Okay. Conventional Harley Davidson. Well, no, conventional motorcycle, not conventional Harley Davidson. Right out of the box, I expected maybe a little bit more poke, a little bit more go for a 500. It gets along alright. Don't get me wrong. Just not overly torquey in the bottom end of the rev range. I'm cruising along at what, 4,000 revs. Alright, let's get on the motorway and see what happens. Here we go. Gonna wind it out. Gets up to 100 alright. Road, I can feel what's going on below me, beneath me. It's at the 4,000 rev mark that it really is. Yeah, it's sending a vibration straight up my spine actually. Feels a bit weird. But in the higher revs it settles down a bit. No one behind me, let's check the brakes. Stop's alright. ABS kicks in pretty abruptly I should say. Alright, let's lane split up here. Okay team, here we are back on the Harley Davidson X500 for the evening commute. Picked it up at lunchtime, you saw a bit of that. I'm back, done some work, and now we're going to get on the motorway and see how the X500 does. Sounds like a scooter. Alright, so maybe I was a little bit harsh earlier on. It is a lamb's bike. It's 500cc learner bike. And unless you're I don't really get it, because unless you're Harley Davidson diehard, you wouldn't go for this. The only thing Harley Davidson about this bike is the badge. It's not foot forward, it's not V-twin, it's not fat and potato. It's quite conventional. Good points on this bike. Ergonomic are quite nice. The tank is a little bit smidgen, just a tiniest bit wider than I would like, but I've got something to grip onto with my knees, which is quite nice. The seat's not bad so far. We'll find out in another 20 odd kilometers how good that is. The bars are very wide bars, very skinny bars too. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm in top gear, which I assume is 6th. Let's change gears, change lanes. Ooh, I'm feeling every single bump, that's for sure. Traffic, lots of traffic tonight. But that's okay, because being conventional, put down, you know, pegged straight under you, nice wide bars, should mean that this is a good lane splitting bike. Good to muscle around the place. And it is quite light, under motion anyway. Engine's a little bit lazy, like it winds up, you drop a couple of gears and wind on the throttle. It's not snappy power, but it will get you there eventually. Oh, vibrations though, around the 6,000 mark. Crazy vibration. Like it's sending tingles up my spine. It's vibing through the bars, through the seat, through the pegs, everywhere. You know, I jumped online earlier on just to check the prices of these things. I can see a couple of second-hand ones going for around about $10,000, which is interesting considering they're not that old. I'm surprised that the second-hand ones are being sold already. I think it's about 13,500 plus on roads, give or take. I'll check the price up on the screen there for you. Bold move of Harley Davidson to release this bike, which is essentially badge engineering, right? This bike is pretty much the same as a Benelli of a different name. They've pretty much gone to the motorbike shop, the motorbike supermarket, and gone, oh yeah, we'll have one of those, we'll put our logo on it. Which is very, very bold. I mean, they've obviously sat around in a meeting gone, we have to be in that lamb's market in Australia and New Zealand. It's a hot market. But to release something with your name on it, with none of your own spirit or flavour in it, that's a big thing. It's like McDonald's selling the Big Mac and then Burger King going, the Whopper's not really doing it for us, we need another burger, we'll just do a Big Mac. McDonald's, can you make it for us, and we'll wrap it up in Burger King paper and sell it like that. They've done nothing. So there's a few things going on here. One, it doesn't have the Harley Davidson mana, prestige, vibe. Keep getting what I assume is neutral. It's a vibey little engine. It's not a horrible ride, but those vibrations really do get to you after a while. I wouldn't want to be doing big kilometers on this bike. So yeah, there's no Harley Davidson about it apart from the badge, yet it does have the Harley Davidson tax. This bike should be $8,000, and yet they're asked after, you know, 12, 13, which is weird for a bike that feels this, I'm going to say it, this bike feels cheap. There's no luxury or X factor or wow. I can't say that this bike is, yeah, but it's got great torque, you know, or yeah, but the ride is fantastic, yeah, but it feels awesome, yeah, but the brakes are there's no yeah but. This is an also ran. This is a cop out. I'm sorry, Harley Davidson, this is shit. This is not a good bike. You can't be like, here's a cheap piece of shit, but it's okay because it's a learner bike. You can't do that. Because you've got to give learners a good experience or they're not going to stay. Either they're going to go, well, that was crap, and then go away from motorcycling altogether, or they'll say, well, that was crap, I'm not going to buy another Harley Davidson, and I'll buy something else. If Harley are serious about this market, this is not a good place to start. I can feel the vibrations through my ass all the way up to my lungs. It gets along, but that's all it does. The brakes are weird. If we were on the open road, you'd have to plan every single passing maneuver. There are 500s with way more torque and power than this bike. Now I'm being rather scathing about this bike for a first ride, but this bike is what gives Chinese bikes a bad name. There are Chinese built bikes out there that are brilliant. This is not. There is so much vibration through the bars, they're pretty much unusable. Bars, nice. Levers, good location. Adjustable levers too, that's brilliant. That's what you want for a learner bike. Pegs, a little bit high. Seat, reasonably cushy enough, that's fine. But the bend in my knees is a little bit too acute for a comfortable all-day ride. The pegs need to be lower. The tank, yeah, that's fine. This mono speedo at the front is fine. It's an actual needle. You don't get bikes with actual needles these days. Though I would like clocks, one for speed, one for revs. The gearbox feels a little bit spongy. You know, finding a gear, you don't quite. There's no like, yes, that is a gear. It's a bit wishy-washy. Exhaust sounds nice. At idle, sounds a little bit scooterish. Under power. I can feel the vibrations from my ass all the way up to my head. This is not nice. This is potentially the worst bike I've ever ridden. Seriously. I don't want to come across Harley hating. We all know that I'm not a Harley kind of guy. But that's mainly based on the cruisers. I'm not a cruiser guy. I really like the Pan America from Harley Davidson. I quite liked the Sportster S. This is just vibey and weird. Not weird, not nice. For the price, there are much better bikes in the lambs category. Furthermore, apart from neutral, I have no idea what gear I'm in, and I have no idea how much gas I've got. Come on, we can do better than that. That's all I can say. And on that bombshell, I'm gonna do enough. That's enough talking. I'm done. I'm not gonna bag this bike anymore until I've done a few more Ks on it. Let me know if you think I'm wrong in the comments box below. Got any questions? Pop them up and I'll answer them if I can. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that subscribe button and we'll catch you in the next one. Hooroo, James.